like I hit the lotto. Flexing on all these bitches, black shirt, Johnny Bravo. Wherever I'm gonna go, these little hoes gonna follow.
What's up, guys? Back with a new video, and it's a hot one. It's about JJK and aliens. It's called JJK Modulo. So yeah, that's what this part 2 name is. And this is, before I get into the story, I'm gonna give y'all some lead up to it. So Gagey is doing this spin-off story. He said he's only gonna do like up to like 6 volumes if he like does it that far. And I don't know, man. I'm like 6 volumes. I know Jay. I know he doesn't want to give it a full-fledged out, but I don't know, man. Like, we're on chapter 2 as of right now, but I don't know. I think because it's only been a year since JJK Part 1 ended, so I think you can do, if we give him time, because I think it's coming out weekly. He might maybe do 10 volumes. Hey, you don't have to do a whole 22 volumes like you did with or 26 with JJK, but give it some. I mean, Gagey, I already like it 2 chapters in, so I would give it like maybe 10 volumes. So to start it, we see, well, okay, to start off the chapter, we're start off in space in the year 2086. So it's been, I think, if I remember right, it's been like 65 years or 60 something years since the Sukuna fight. And I don't know who the fuck this is, but it looks like Sukuna with horns. Which, if you look at Gagey's art of early Sukuna, not Gagey, but Sukuna had horns, and this nigga sitting in a wicker basket, the same wicker basket that Sukuna used. Now, they're starting off by saying we have to go. America doesn't have that much cursed energy because all the cursed energy is in Japan. Now, mind you, they're coming to Earth to find out why their powers are similar to theirs, which meaning the aliens have cursed techniques, but they call it something different from people of Japan. Now, I'm gonna jump around a bit because, as you already know, I always jump around. Pause. This is in a time where the sorcerers aren't as strong as they were 60 years ago. See, initially I thought we were going to get like how Boruto and I'm gonna get to comparing Boruto to this in a little bit, but I immediately thought like in 60 years sorcery is going to be like on some, I wouldn't say omnipotent, but I would say like it'll be like a different variation, like as in, well, nothing to Boruto's nails. Instead of a hammer, it would use like, you get something like a spirit hammer, and like it like on some evolved form of power. But it comes to find out that not everybody, no, it didn't get stronger, it got weaker. And this story is funny because the main characters are, what's their names? I want to get their names right. Yuka and Tsuburagi, and they're the grandkids of Yuta and Maki. Now, I don't know if they preemptively train them for the future, because Yuta was with his granddaughter, while Maki was with her grandson. And reasons being because Maki and her grandson Sakuragi don't really have that much curse energy, or none at all. And Yuka was with Yuta a lot, which kind of makes sense because she has some curse energy. Well, she has a good portion. And because for some weird reason, the Gojo clan is holding the ring of Yuta, because him and Maki both died. It went to the brother instead of the daughter. Now that I don't know why that is, because initially if the grandson ain't got no fucking cursed energy, why the fuck are we giving him the ring of Rika that uses curse energy? And I think the Gojo clan might have taken some of the Zenin clan's misogyny and passed it down. I don't know why. And probably weirdly enough, I would make a video on why there's no six-eye reincarnation brought up in the past two chapters. Like, even in the first chapter, they never mentioned it. And speaking of Gojo, when they... Well, hold on. Let me not stop jumping around. So, Yuka and Sakuragi get into beef because Yuka wants the ring that her grandfather left her, but because of the Gojo clan, they had to go to Sakuragi. Now, fast forward, we're with like some weird blonde-haired kid hanging out with some little kid, and already it looks weird. Because like I thought it was like on some Brick Brothers type shit, like, oh man, we're on the street together, we're trying to get you off the street and we hang out. But before I get to the next part, the art looks good. I'm not used to seeing JJK's art in a clean way, and by that I mean from the start of Culling Games, everybody's been getting their ass whooped and clothes been getting fucked up. I'm not used to niggas not getting like scruffed up. So like funny enough, like what Naruto said to Boruto, hey, your clothes are too clean. You ain't dirty them up enough. So we start off with Saragi and Yuka in their teenage years, and with their what would you call that? Their advisor. This like my man who was Yuji's, Nobara's, and Megumi's watch over, something like that. And they bring in this Yuji looking character. Now, if you look at the first page, he looks just like the nigga on the title screen. I'm gonna get to that, why that is, in a second. So they link up. He's the guy that, what's his name? Marlu Valvolyovo. But he just says, call me Maru. So he looks like Yuji with Gojo's hair slicked back. And it's weird because the two main characters are Zenin characters. They're not just like a random group of people just linked up. Two are family members of a prestigious family. I think, they're kind of prestigious. They're still almost decimated because of what Maki did, but yeah, they're still in the tier of like being a family, legendary family. Now, Maru isn't the smart. I call him Yuji because he does Yuji-esque stuff. Now, since he's, as we know, he's an alien. His knowing of earthly terms in the Jujutsu world is off, because he didn't know that curse users are bad Jujutsu sorcerers, and good Jujutsu sorcerers are just Jujutsu sorcerers. Now, you start to see that, excuse me, this is going to be the exact same vibe as Yuji's team, because since Maru isn't the smartest, he basically pisses off Yuki and Tsukuragi. And you can tell this is going to be like just like any other trio trope. They're going to be getting along, but they're always going to be yelling at the idiot, which is Maru. Now, like I said, the two main characters being part of the Zenin make it hella funny, because it's just gonna be Maki and Megumi yelling at Yuji, or aka Maru. So that's a plus, because they still go with the trope of 2 dudes, 1 girl, and the whole funny trope. Now, on the start of the mission, then them niggas leave Maru behind, and he just has to fend for himself, because it's just one person. He don't know anything about Earth, and since he doesn't tell him he's an alien, they just think he's a dumb guy and just leave him. Now, Yuki comes back, talks to him, and basically like tells us why she doesn't like her brother, and that when the funeral happened, they had a fight, and he beat her up, and he took the ring. And Maru was trying to explain to her that being a family is more important than certain material objects, because he told us that we have a twin brother, which, if you, like I said, you look at the first panel, that doesn't look like Maru. That looks like his twin brother, as he said it, as he pertained. Now, Yuka's like, I don't know, why are you trying to give me knowledge on family when you don't even know how we roll and shit. And she's kind of right, because you can't just meddle in people's family affairs if you don't know what's wrong, if you don't know what's going on. And even if you do, it's not your place. But Maru does give her wise words, as in why. Oh, I'm jumping in there. There's a lot of stuff. I'm jumping in. There's some stuff that happened before that. So, Maru and Yuka link up with Tsukuragi, and Tsukuragi tells them, I haven't found anything. I've been looking around, we ain't found nothing. No curse zone, as they call it. Now, they see a kid run by in this alley and gets instantly taken on some Pennywise type shit. Like some big ass hands came out and whoop, that nigga. Now, in my mind, I thought it was Mojito, because it was like only one nigga uses hands. And it would make sense, because I don't think Mojito, he's a curse, so he would always come back. So, oh no, we might see Mojito. Who knows? Now, with this, the twins come in and try to go in and save the kid. The hands only take Tsukuragi and leave Maru and Yuka in the back, lamenting that she can't go in there. Maru tells her, hey, hold on. And this is the part I was trying to tell you guys about. Regret, as in, if your brother dies, are you gonna wish you would have done something to stop him, instead of just sitting on your ass lamenting that you didn't get got by the hands? So Yuka's like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it for that reason. I'm gonna do it so I can rub it in his face. Real Maki ass shit, or Zenin ass shit. And this is when we find out the white-haired, the blonde dude who was playing video games with that kid is a human trafficker, and he sells people with somewhat cursed energies for the highest bidder. And it's a lucrative business in these times because now that the world knows about cursed energy, we need cursed energy users' powers so we can sell them for a high price. Now, if you guys see, well, I'll probably put the bag right here. He got that nigga in some Blade Trinity bags. I was like, that is nasty, like disgustingly crazy. But he tells Sugaragi that there are aliens among us. Now, Sugaragi doesn't believe it because where the fuck are aliens? Like, you really think aliens are on Earth? Now, this is gonna be a callback on chapter 2 because niggas is like, you see giant monster cursed spirits, but you don't believe in aliens. Which I can agree, because if Sukuna's running around, there's definitely aliens afoot. There's no way you're telling me that humans and cursed spirits are the only people in the world. You're fucking insane. But he tells Sugaraki what's the deal is. Well, he doesn't tell him the full thing because he doesn't know the full. Well, no, I won't say that because later, like in chapter 2, he reveals some new information that we definitely didn't know. But Yuka and Maru pull up on them, and we found out their fighting styles. Yuka uses spirit beast claws. So remember, like, think of Hinata's lion palms. She uses that as her hands. Now I don't know if she switches up between different animals with the hands, or she just beast claws. And my man Sugaraki, he does. Yeah, it's called Savage Jaw Strike, and if I'm not mistaken, the big hairy dude who got his head ripped off by Maki, his technique was almost, I won't say it's similar, but it was around the same type, because he, like, when he swung, it was like consecutive punches coming behind him. So it might be a callback to that. And Sugaraki shows a new shadow style, Bato sword drawing. Yeah, Bato sword drawing, which is a sword that could just bring out fire. So you could just swing a sword and fire comes out. Now, I definitely want to see. They said sorcery has gotten weaker, but I don't know, man. Maybe they're not that many as there were grade 1 sorcerers as they once were, which I can understand. But I don't know, man. I feel like Geiji can make this really fucking good, but I don't know, man. It's like, I don't want him to put all his time into this and it undersells. But I feel like he could make something out of this. But back to the story, because it's almost done. So Blondie tries to do some what would it be? Like some weird barrier technique. Like he's trying to transfer the kids, but Maru opens his literally alien third eye and stop it. And me personally, I don't know, it didn't say it, but I think that might be a reverse domain expansion he did. Because if he was going to transport him in a barrier, he reversed the domain, I guess. Because, well, does it count if it's not a domain expansion? Would you reverse the domain that you're in? I don't know. But the last page is Maru and not Maru, but Yuka and Sasagi thinking Maru's an alien after seeing that technique. Now, phenomenal first chapter. The second chapter was out too, but ridiculous first chapter, bro. This one chapter brought on so many memories of JJK. It's not even funny. There's been so many memes on this. It's ridiculous. Like, niggas didn't even mention Megumi, but niggas is slandering Megumi. Niggas said he got beat by a grade 0 cockroach. Niggas call him a fraud. Niggas just got the aliens looking like shit. It's been hell for the timeline, and I love it. JJK was always a good manga to me. Even the ending, people say it was bad. It wasn't bad. Now, no, I got nothing negative to say about it. It ended well. I'm sad Gojo died, and I'm kind of, we didn't see what happened to Lightning nigga, but I'm guessing he got clapped. But all in all, this chapter was phenomenal. It was really fucking good. Now, the second chapter's out, and it's world building, and I think that's what we need. I don't think we need fighting this early. Later on, we need fighting. But for right now, it's world building. I'm dropping more videos to you guys, so be on the lookout. I'm going to do chapter 2 of JJK Modulo, and thanks for watching. Peace.